So, Tess of the D'Urbervilles. What did you think, Dave?
Well, I enjoyed it so much I've eaten myself sick. Polanskis has gone right down in my estimations. Thought it was poorly produced, bad lighting, dead corny. The soundtrack was appalling. You had he must have had a sound effects record of animal effects, which he kept putting in every 5 minutes. The story I could have written myself.
Yeah, but you didn't, did you? Thomas Hardy did.
I wouldn't, because it's dribble. The only enjoyment I got out of it was there was some buxom wenches in costume and taunting the hell out of it.
Dawn?
Well, I enjoyed it just as much that time round as I have other times. I think it's very moody and atmospheric, and I think it does credit to Thomas Hardy's book, and it doesn't leave out anything of any relevance. It puts all the important bits in. I think it's a very good dramatisation of the novel.
Ken?
Bloody long. Simply.
But it's a long book, you see.
Yeah. Big fat book, big fat film. It was too long, too much detail. End of.
Karen?
I enjoyed it.
Has it made you want to go and read the book now, Karen?
I have the book.
Yes. Has it made you want to go and read it? Yeah.
Back here, it's put me right off any Thomas Hardy
Thomas Hardy
in the future.
No.
But do you not think that if you and Dave
it was
hadn't
way too
spoken
long.
through it every 2
No,
minutes?
it's a chick flick.
I think the final say is he got an old man Smithy fist wave up or down.
It had a lot of nominations for Oscars in its day.
Now,
Yeah, but nominations, I could nominate myself for an Oscar. It doesn't mean it's won any, does it?
I'll
No,
have
you
to
have
bring-
to. You have to be
Bring
pretty
back
highly
Whistling
This is
Man.
my final word on it.
receive a nomination.
it wasn't total rubbish.
Everything's
For
been
me,
nominated for an
There
Oscar.
were certain,
No, it hasn't.
there were certain scenes that I thought, oh, that's nice, but
I like the mist. I like the mist. The
Worst
scenery
scene of all
was appalling.
was
The
towards
carpet
the end.
cut out when the
I thought you said your last word. You,
no, well, it's not like the bearded git when he's looking for
Angel.
the silly woman.
what a beautiful
And he- and
name
he-
that
and-
is, Angel Clare.
And he asks almost like Angela, and he asks the postman where she's living, and there was all these lovely, beautiful bikes straight out of the museum. There was a post office bike, red thing, and it was just they'd just been lifted out of the museum and put there, pristine condition. Same with the trains as well. Trains with filthy, horrible, coke-filled
but
smoke things, and it was all clean.
I disagree with the context of that type of, the exact detail.
Detail was appalling.
Bits of the film, but we're pretty
I was
damn-
particularly disappointed at the ending. That I wanted to see them hung and not just walk off into the distance romantically. But it's like seeing the
But it was
rope
only
round the
her
necks
that
like
was
that.
hung.
Well, he should have been
He
hung
wasn't.
as well for being a bearded twat. With his stupid gay
In the-
boy. Oh, sorry,
in the
Adam
book.
Happy.
And I think in
They
the
should have
book,
been evicted.
she particularly asked him to look after the second oldest sister. So
No, I bet he looks after her.
Well, there is that suggestion that perhaps he will marry the
We could work his way through
sister,
them.
and it might work out all right.
We
for
could
them.
work his way through the sisters, couldn't he?
In an absolutely concise form, what was the story about?
It was about love.
No, yeah, carry on.
Yeah, and it was about the position of women in society and how
That's
they
not
could...
exactly concise.
Well, it's shorter than a film.
That's going into deep territory.
Well,
shows-
it's about good and it's about evil.
Shows you why women had a very low position in society, didn't it? It's a silly cow.
It's
Couldn't make her mind up.
It's about
She
a
wanted-
bastard.
leading on.
It's
a
about
nice
people
young
with
girl,
beards.
isn't it?
She was begging.
No,
don't you
yes,
think?
no,
Don't you
because
think?
what
No,
starts
she
it all
wasn't
off is the
begging for
father getting ideas above his station and thinking that he and sending her off into the arms of this
Done her
person,
good, didn't
isn't
it? Otherwise, she would have lived in
Yeah.
poverty all her life instead of.
Yeah.
So
But she
Tess
made a
is the
bastard.
victim over and over and
She
over
gets
again.
it good. He sends her off so she can have a good life. The rest of the family are left
It's
in
about
poverty.
a bastard leading
He-
a
I
innocent
thought-
young girl astray.
Yeah, but he does.
Actually-
But she makes it worse for herself because he did say when he caught up with her later, if I'd have known about the baby, I'd have stood by you and I'd have done the right thing. Doesn't he?
It was all misleading, so really it's a story that's quite
It's
tragedy.
Yeah. She does the wrong thing all the way through, doesn't she?
Yeah, that's what. So that is why women haven't got a very big position in those societies.
Yeah, but she behaves
clueless.
she behaves like that because society is
right.
like that.
Oh, we're going changing now, aren't we? So this, Angel.
My view is
Shut up, Ken, will you?
she was misled by a bastard. Simple
No.
as
The
that.
whole point of the story, they say, like, what story should you read by the age of 21? I think you should read Tess of the D'Urbervilles and learn lessons from it.
Absolutely no.
Learn lessons from it.
People don't learn lessons.
Yeah, they do.
what? Not be taken in by charmers.
I've got better
Yeah.
stories
And not be-
things going on.
Oh
that
yeah,
can-
just whatever. I
Can
was.
knock Tess of the D'Urbervilles out of the water.
It meant a lot to me, that book. I thought I learnt from it. Obviously, I didn't take total.
Karen, you're being quiet.
I'm getting tired.
I voted that as my
Excuse.
#1 novel in Radio 4's thing a few years ago.
Yeah, it was. Someone else said the book as well, didn't they?
Well, I don't believe it was written by a bloke.
when CJ and I were walking out, we'd left and we were in the car park, and CJ goes, I don't want to see that film. I was getting all confused about, it was written by bloody Jane Austen or, one of those,
Well, who wrote Fanny Hill that I've
5
watched?
minutes watching.
the group of next week.
I think we should have a 2-word summarisation of the movie we've just seen, and I think Ken, you said chick flick.
Chick flick. No, yeah, it is a chick flick, but that's like a cliche.
Yeah, but that's 2 words.
Too long.
I enjoyed
Seriously.
it.
And I
My
would say just right.
Just right. Mm. Old man Bullock says bloody rubbish.
No, I wouldn't say it's rubbish. I'd just say it's too long.
Yeah.
Oh, I liked the bit when he carried them over the water.
It's
Didn't you
too
think
long.
that was really nice?
And you wanted to get close up to them all.
To Tess.
Well, I want to know who's
No,
He said he's carried the other 3. so
He
he can
told her
carry
that. He probably said that to each one of them.
No, he
He
didn't.
probably said that to each one of them as he took them over.